Hello everyone, this is Energya speaking again. As you may know, it has been about 2 years since my last video, so yeah, that is a long time. I am currently showing a replay of me battling Mercs WillHurd, whose name I will not really be using. First I'll give you a quick view of my army. I am the Seleucids, as you can see. My army consists of 5 units of Silver Shield Pikemen, Silver Bronze upgraded, 3 units of Archers, which are Gold upgraded, Gold weapons only, and 4 units of Silver Bronze Companion Cavalry. My opponent has 1 unit of Companion Cavalry, probably Gold upgraded, 6 units of Royal Pikemen, probably Silver upgraded, and 3 units of normal archers, probably gold upgraded, and 1 unit of Cretans, probably with just the gold attack upgrade. Seeing that my enemy had more archers than I had, I switched my Silver Shield Pikemen to loose formation to reduce the damage, and I let my archers fire at his archers. Well, as you can see, I have cav superiority, because I have 4 units and he only has 1. In total, I have 1 unit of infantry less, and Silver Shields are not as good as Royal Pikemen, so I am at a disadvantage over there. So I already knew I had to use my cav to win. Here you can see me attacking, or him attacking. Basically the infantry fight at the beginning. And I already made a mistake by placing my units in such a tight block while he spreads it out into a line. But after I put them back into tight formation, I didn't really pay too much attention at that. You can see him charging in here, and at the same time I'm charging in over here. A bit too much from the front, so I'm losing a lot of cavalry over here. But his general unit has taken nice. Here I'm using another side attack, which routes his unit, freeing up this unit of Silver Shields. And over here you can see our cav fighting each other. And during the battle I didn't know that his cav was so heavily upgraded, so I didn't really notice my unit routing at this point. I was more focused at winning the infantry fight, especially since I had infantry superiority here, as I had already routed 1 or 2 of his units. I was slowly using hammer and anvil strikes, like over here, to rout his infantry, and I didn't really do anything with my archers, I just let them go.
The gods have filled the enemy general with fear.
Mainly here I'm focusing
now
on
he flees
his
the
cavalry,
field like a coward.
which you can see me charging in here, using my phalanx to kill him. And here another unit of my companions routes. I'm getting flanked here by his royal pikemen, but they're not really in formation yet. And by the time they are, I attack them from the rear, and I retreat before they can turn around. And by that time, I turn my infantry. Although I'm being flanked by his infantry here, I'm still focusing on his companions because I've sort of had it with those. And here I turn to kill off his infantry. And in the meantime, I'm killing off his infantry over here. And this cavalry charge makes this unit, third to last unit route, freeing up these 2 units of Silver Shield Pikemen, pretty depleted. And here's a disparate charge with a unit that is heavily depleted as well. Only when these 2 units charge and use their phalanx to the other's route. And by this point I have basically won the game, as he only has a few archers left, which I am going to chase and rout. He's trying to rout me with sort of flaming arrows, but they don't really work. As well, you can watch me chasing off his archers. I'm going to tell you a bit about what happened around this match, because I hosted this game. It was just a simple 10k Lunari battle on grassy flatlands, as you may have noticed. And my opponent just joined, and well, when the deployment started, I told him good luck, have fun, and he chose to start off with, "I win this easy." I thought that was a bit cocky, so I didn't really like that, but he did wish me good luck, and he did wish me good luck after all, so I wasn't too bothered by it. But by the time I had routed all his infantry, I couldn't really hold back in reminding him of him calling this an easy victory beforehand. And when I reminded him of that, he was in his right to call me cocky, although I didn't really agree with him calling me hypocrite, but anyway, it didn't escalate or anything, so it was all fun and games. And after that, we just talked a bit, and basically he gave me one of the biggest compliments in Road to War I have received so far, namely that he compared me, that he thought I was the Prince of Macedon, which I'm not. I'm a big fan of his, and I try to use some of his tactics, but I would fail horribly against the real Prince of Macedon. But I would still like to thank my opponent WillHurd for comparing me with him. And after I had told him that I was, after all, not the Prince of Macedon, he made me promise to upload this video, so here goes. Well, here you can see my two depleted units of archers chasing off one of his units of archers, nearing the red boundary line. Run, run, archers, run! I was about to say Cretans, but they're not Cretans. I didn't have the money for that. I must admit though, at the beginning of this battle I hadn't really thought I was going to win this, but when he did not make good use of his two spare units of Royal Pikemen in the back to protect his flanks and rear, and left it open to my cavalry, that is basically when I saw I could win this game. Because if he had protected his flanks more, then I could not have rolled up his right flank, my left flank, and that would have prevented me basically from winning the infantry fight, and therefore this game, because his infantry was actually the strongest. You can see my silver shields after chasing down a small unit somewhere over there. I don't know what these are doing, but these here are going to charge into those archers. Very tired, shaken and depleted. With them being all silver. A last ditch charge, a counter charge, and actually at this point defeat seemed rather certain, until I remembered that these are phalanx troops, which I remembered about, let's see, which I remembered about, I think, okay, and that turned the tide, that routed his
Victory is ours,
archers,
but by the narrowest
and
of
concluded
margins.
the battle. Well, as you can see here, I had 1,062 men deployed versus 1,101, so that was basically identical. I had 912 kills and 325 men remaining. He had 856 kills and 171 men remaining. So, as the battle result says, it was definitely a close victory. I'd like to say good game to WillHurd, and I will try to upload some more videos sometime soon, because 2 years has definitely been too long.